For Lyons.
Speaker, the automotive industry in this state needs certainty. Between local structural changes and global market shifts, it deserves aspirational and futuristic planning. Look, we all drive cars, so we are all reliant on mechanics being fully trained to keep our cars running and to ensure road and vehicle safety for all. The recent flooding at Tas TAFE's Campbell Street campus has been the impetus for training changes in Tasmania. But thorough future-proofing and long-term planning should have been underway long ago. The Campbell Street facility, where I did most of my training, has been subpar for a while, and that has been expressed by teachers and students. In August 2024, a serious complaint was made about regarding fumes and carbon monoxide in the building, and this led to an investigation in late October. So what occurred with the poisoning incident in November was devastating, and it was avoidable. Of course, a week later, the flooding occurred. Now, this was at the end of the teaching year, so there was an entire summer to prepare for the 2025 training year, time to ensure clean communication with employers and with students. But we, employers and trainees, have heard so far about future training has been completely inconsistent and totally uncommitted. Indeed, we are still hearing from employers who are confused about when and where apprentices are required to go and what exactly for. Now, TAFE said on the 3rd of February that their insurance assessor advised that the ground floor and basement of the Campbell Street building would not be operational until sometime in 2026. Now, today we've heard from the Minister that that insurance assessment process is actually still underway. On the 27th of February, the TAFE consultation and communication plan states that a building in Rokeby has been identified. So in 2026, are we looking at Campbell Street, Rokeby, both? Now, on the trade training centres as an interim alternative, as I've outlined on a previous adjournment, they aren't sufficiently equipped for the type of hands-on training that is most needed. And now we hear that DSIP are understandably requiring apprentices to hold their Working with Vulnerable People card if they're in those centres. Now, for a myriad of reasons, folks training might not be able to actually acquire that card. And it's not a mandatory part of the mechanical training or indeed mandatory for a mechanical career. So what's the government actually doing to assist these learners? Are there reimbursements for these checks and for the cards? Will apprentices who aren't going to be able to use the trade training centres because they haven't got a card, will they have to join the others that are having to go to Launceston for their hands-on training? Now, these are all structural changes, but we're also seeing a huge industry and consumer change in the global car market. There is a need to adapt to the rapid change to ensure training in the required skills is available here in Tasmania so that we can service the increased number of EVs that are coming on, to ensure that all internal combustion engine vehicles on our roads are maintained at the appropriate emissions standard. Speaker, the decision to force staff out of their jobs was totally unacceptable. And the Minister oversaw these job losses despite the absence of a plan for this critical training program moving forward. Some of the people who have left Tas TAFE were revered mechanics, not only in Australian but in global motorsport. Now, the networks, the expertise and the skills that they chose to bring to Tas TAFE and our state's automotive sector are completely unparalleled, and this government should be embarrassed for treating these legends in the way that they have. Now, with the southern workforce halved, there is industry concern that I'm hearing that the government are looking to deliver cheap, smaller and ultimately inadequate automotive training programs. The training will be reduced to classroom-based, book-based learning with the hands-on delivery just in the north. This learning plan is completely inadequate. It is the integration of theory with practice that is the tried and true best method for learning, especially for trades, and the Minister himself knows this. Now, the Minister's evasive nature upon questioning this morning proves that he needs a good idea for the future of automotive in Tasmania. So here it is. Build an automotive centre of excellence. Yeah. Invest in the industry's future. This is a huge opportunity. Let's actually have a state-of-the-art workshop and learning facilities right here in Tasmania. Ensure courses for EV tech across all learning levels. Mr Yench, it's not a joke. This is a serious thing that we should be having. TAFE plays a crucial role in supporting Tasmanian jobs and ensuring our industries keep up with the rapid technological change. We need more trade training investment and an ambitious vision for the future, not job cuts. An automotive centre of excellence will give our state a huge boost, and the Minister needs to get on board and make it a reality.
I'll take